Hello. So since last time I have added 2 new mana types, several new cards, and some nice little particle effects and animation. So let's dive right in. So first thing you'll notice when I throw this fireball is it has a little particle effect now. And the burn effect that ticks every turn is got some particles on it too. So I'm going to try to show off all this cool stuff and also not get my ass kicked by the bot. Alright, something else you'll notice is whenever he plays or whenever I play, it lists the cards that we're playing here, so you can kind of tell the name of the spells. So he just cast Freeze on me. It prevents you from auto-attacking or using abilities for 2 turns. And here's another example of some of the nicer placeholder art. So I'm going to put a skeleton out. And this is already not going very well. So I'm going to do an engineer. Oh my goodness. So he gets a lot more mana than me. This is the only way I can make it challenging. He doesn't have any common sense yet. I'm going to get that soon. But when I give him a ton of mana, either he'll do really stupid stuff and I'll beat him, or he'll just completely clobber me like he is right now. Alright, so I'm going to use Bone Wall. Bone Wall can only be placed on bone piles. It's an alternative to resurrecting your skeleton. So it's a type of wall, which means it can't be healed. It's fortified, so it takes half damage, and it's spiky, so it deals 3 damage back to them. So this should be a good way to handle a lot of small creatures attacking it. And we have the engineer here that can heal structures for 2 health every turn. Uh-oh. This isn't good. This isn't good. And my Bone Wall's already dead. So this is a good time to show you this new card, Raptor. Is part of the wild magic. The Raptor, the first Raptor, or the oldest Raptor that you have out on the board is the pack leader. And when you play Raptor, you automatically get to play 2 more for free that turn. They attack the same turn that they're summoned. They have the Yum passive like the wolf, except they share it, they split it. So when one of them kills a creature, they all get 1 extra attack and they get healed for 2. But they can only get 2 extra attack from that. So they go from 3. They start at 3 attack and they go all the way up to 5. The biggest thing is this Pack Hunters passive. It makes it so that they all attack whatever the pack leader is looking at. So it makes it so that they automatically focus fire. It's really powerful. So the best way to handle a pack of raptors is to put some kind of wall in front of them. But there's just so many of them, I don't know that I'm going to be able to last much longer. Okay, freezes my engineer and then hits him with a fireball. See, he does really stupid stuff like that. He could have just fireballed it. He didn't have to wait, or he didn't have to waste the mana. I got ideas to fix it to give the bots more common sense soon. It's going to take a little bit to get it going. Alright, what do we want to do? So Volcano is my last hope here. Volcano hits everything on the board for 12 and then another 3 over time. I don't have enough yet. It's going to be another 4 turns. I don't think I can last that long. But that's my strategy, is to try to survive long enough to Volcano and kind of reset the match. Now I put another skeleton out here to hopefully make another Bone Wall, because those are good at eating these small creatures. But I don't know that I'm going to last long enough for that. I don't actually have enough to play Bone Wall yet. Okay. Well, I'm going to lose again. Maybe I can last long enough to show you Volcano, even if it doesn't help. So I cleaned up a lot of the floating combat text to make it easier to look at. Let's see. Ooh, next turn I'll have enough for a force field. So force fields are really interesting. They're ethereal, which means they can't be healed or repaired, so nothing can increase their health. It has asymptote, which makes all damage it takes reduced down to 1, so it only ever takes 1 damage at a time. And it has this immutable passive, which makes it so none of the burns or the freezes, none of those magic effects can stick to it. So it's really good. If you throw that right in front of the pack leader, it completely nullifies their damage almost. Alright, so do I want to... How do I live long enough to show you Volcano? Do I play Raptors of my own? I need... should I play Bone Wall? Let's try Bone Wall. I don't know if that'll make me survive long enough, but... Yeah, I only have 8 health left. But you see they're taking spikes damage every time they hit it. And I'm dead. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cheat and give myself a whole bunch of mana and show you the rest of the stuff I haven't shown you yet. Alright, we're back and I have lots and lots and lots of mana. Alright, so first thing I'm going to show you is skeleton army. Now these skeletons, they'll... well, let's do it this way. I'm going to put one skeleton out at first so you can see how it targets. So he froze me. So skeleton army summons up to 3 skeletons in the front line. And they have the abrupt passive, which means they can attack the same turn, even though skeletons normally can't do that. Alright. Now I've seen Reaper before. Sacrifice. Sacrifice, you get rid of one of your creatures and you get to play 2 more cards. So this is for another thing, sort of like Dismiss. When your board is really clogged and you have lots of mana, you can ditch one of your smaller creatures to play 2 big spells. Alright, let's use Regrow. It's only going to be half effective against these skeletons because they're undead. But I just want to show you the particle effects. Oh, and he wanted to show you the particle effects too. See, he does stupid stuff like that. Like, why Regrow when you only have 1 creature on the board? But I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix it. Let's see. Blizzard just freezes everything. It doesn't have any fancy... I'm going to add some wind and stuff for next time, but I don't have anything yet. I want him to play Raptor so I can show you how effective Force Field is. Okay, here's a Sun Drinker. I'm trying to add more big cards. I'm thinking after I have more big cards, there'll be more things that he can do that make sense. I already have some logic in there to say only pick between the 3 most expensive cards you can afford. So the Sun Drinker... It's like a sapling. It starts off really weak, but it grows a lot bigger than a sapling. So it starts off with, I guess, 2 attack, 12 hit points, and it grows all the way up to 7 attack, 22 hit points, and 5 healing per turn. And it also heals your entire team by 1 per turn. So it's a really big plant creature. And it has this activated ability that reduces a target creature's attack by 2 for 5 turns. Okay. Dark Winds, same as before. I haven't added any fancier look to that yet. I kind of want him to play a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm knocking his stuff down too quick. So let's just... I'll just show you Volcano. There's enough creatures on the board. Boom. So that's a good spell. If they have a whole lot of creatures and you don't have many, Volcano is a good way to reset. Blizzard's another good way to reset, and then Blizzard doesn't hurt your own units, so it might even be a better way to reset. And I'll reduce his attack. Okay, what else? Let's see, I'll just throw out Force Field. And you can see that, well, he's going to do 1 damage anyway. Oh yeah, the Spellslinger. Spellslinger's got a new particle effect too. Oh, there's the Raptors. Okay, let's throw a Force Field in front of the pack leader. And you'll see they only do 1 damage each time they attack. Now it only has 10 health, so it doesn't last forever, but it is a good way to mitigate a lot of damage. So here's another new particle effect. Alright. And I'm thinking, let's use some Raptors of our own. See, I can win if I cheat. No, I beat this about 50-50 now. I had to reduce the bot's mana some. He gets 9 mana a turn, and I get 6 mana a turn. So he beats me about 50% of the time, and we'll use Blizzard to freeze both of those. I'm thinking I can get him down to the same level of mana regen as me if I give him some good common sense. Alright, and I want to use a volcano again. But I have so many more creatures. Tell you what, we'll get him down to below 12 health, and then we'll finish him with volcano. Alright. Let's use an assassin. So assassin's not one I think I've shown you guys before. So it's abrupt, it gets to attack the same turn it's brought out. If it attacks in its own lane, which is horizontal here, if it attacks in its own lane, it gets +4 attack, and its order of attack is different. So it attacks down its own lane before it comes back and attacks its flanks. So if I mouse over it here, you can see the order of attack is different. Normally it's 1, 2, 3, but here he does 1 and then 2. This is his second target there. So it's good for it hitting things in the back line that aren't completely covered up by walls. Scorched Earth. So I want to get more big creatures. I need some spells for wild, and I need some creatures for storms and earth. Oh, he blizzarded me. Alright. Raptors are a good way to get this going. See, I can't even take him out quickly when I have all this mana. Alright. I just skip the cards. Alright, we got to get him to 12 health or lower. There we go. And regenerated to 12. Alright, let's finish it with a volcano. Yay, I won this time. Yay, you guys get to see the victory screen. I did test it to make sure that if the volcano kills both of you in that last turn, then it's considered a loss. So you can't made it a little bit harder to volcano your way to victory. You have to survive for it to be counted as a victory. Alright, thanks for watching.